Hello and welcome back to part 10. In this part we're dealing with the stones on the sink bench and this rail that runs around the centre of the walls there. So we'll deal with the stones first. So I'm on items mode, stones are selected. This is my standard material that comes in as part of the material generation. So I'm just going to add a new layer and I'm going to add an image map. And now if you browse to the additional textures folder, which I've supplied you with, there should be a quartz JPEG in there. So we'll bring that one in. We're going to turn off the anti-alias and then over in the texture locators, if you've got the UV map projection type and actually set it to stones, there is actually a UV map on these. Excuse me. Let me just check my global illumination so I'm not rendering more than we have to. Okay. So that's coming in there. Now these are going to be quite a shiny, polished stone, no bump at all, so we're not going to bring in a bump map at all. So this is going to be another quick job going over to the material there. The colour, I'm just going to go to a bit of a pinky. Bit of a pinky tone there. I'm going to leave the conserve energy off. Spec 20, yeah, for now. I'm going to stick that on 10. Spec colour. Same again, I'm just going to go over to a roughness. I'm going to bring that down. Reflection amount, I'm going to put about 10% on this. Then we'll see how they come out. Full screen. So we're going to leave below reflections turned off for now, just so we get nice crisp reflections of the surroundings. So that's done enough for those. So now moving on to the wall rail. Now this is going to be a dark type wood, so I'm going to bring in image map, load image, and then this one is from the standard Modo assets images. This is the wood, so we're going to try and find wood, and I've chosen a satin wood for this, just because the grain isn't very sort of pronounced. It's more of a light patterning. So I'm going to bring that in. I'm actually going to affect the actual amount of diffuse used in that map as opposed to actually the colours of that map itself. So I'm going to change it over to diffuse amount. I'm going to bring another one in, load image, and just the bump this time. And that's obviously going to be set to bump. We're going to turn off the anti-alias on these. And I'm just going to put this on cubic for the projection type. And then the material itself, I'm going to make this like a browny sort of colour. So we're going to go into here and I'm going to just sort of try and find a browny. Like that. I'm going to turn conserve energy on. Specular amount, I don't want this too high, so I'm just going to bring that white down to 2. 8% in there. And the specular colour, yet again I'm going to go, I'm just going to off-white sort of browny sort of tinge to it. The roughness, I'm going to bring down a little bit to 30. Specular amount 2, yeah, that's fine. Reflection amount, I'm going to put a little bit of reflection on here, 2%. And that should do for the wall. Okay, so it's basically those two parts done. What I'll do now, I'll pause the video and start the render process off, and then when we come back in part 11, I'll firstly show you where we are, so you'll be able to see the stones and the wall rail. And next we'll work on the actual mats. So we're going to use a procedurally generated fur material to do the mats. Now that's going to add quite a few. You'll see here the GL polygons. We're up to sort of nearly 700,000, but when we add fur to these, that's going to pump that well over 1 million. So it will be the case where we'll set them up now and do a few renders to see how they look, and then we'll disable them while we work on the last few remaining items, because they're going to make a big hit to the render time. So what we've been talking here, you can see that the stones is still coming in, but they're looking quite nice, just like little pebbles. So I'll do a proper full render now, and when we come back, like I say, we'll see where it is and move on to the mats. So bye for now.